If you are thinking of seeking treatment for yourself or a loved one, you are not alone. The number of people suffering from addiction in America is astounding. Let's take a look at some numbers, starting with adolescents. It is estimated that in 2017, approximately 4% of the American adolescent population suffered from substance use disorders. This equates to 992,000 12 to 17-year-olds, or 1 in every 25. Of these adolescents, 741,000 suffered from illicit drug use disorders, and an estimated 443,000 suffered from alcohol use disorders. About 1 out of every 7 young adults aged 18 to 25 battled a substance use disorder in 2017. This age group has the highest percentage dealing with substance use disorders at an estimated 14.8%. The most common substance use disorders in this population were alcohol use disorders. 10% of individuals in this age range have alcohol use disorders, which equals over 3.4 million young adults. The second most common were cannabis use disorders, and substance use disorders involving prescription psychiatric medications were third. Among Americans aged 26 and up, over 13.6 million struggled with substance use disorders in 2017. This is about 6.4% of that age group. In this age group, substance use disorders were more common in men than women, with an estimated 8.7% of men suffering from substance use disorders, compared to an estimated 4.2% of women. It is estimated that over 1 million Americans aged 65 and up suffered from substance use disorders in 2017, which equates to about 2.1% of this age group. 978,000 of these older adults had alcohol use disorders, and 93,000 had illicit drug use disorders. Addiction affects people from all walks of life, but it is a treatable disease. Recovery is attainable. If you or a loved one is suffering from addiction, seek help.
Alcohol and drug abuse affects many people, even people you may know. The reason this topic is relevant is because even though we personally don't deal with addiction, there is still someone who is struggling with addiction and it's affecting their lives. I have done extensive research on addiction and read articles done by professionals. In addition, I have seen the awful effects on how addiction can be from watching it firsthand ruin my own family's life. Alcohol and drug abuse among young adults is an issue in the United States and especially in Texas because of family factors. I propose visiting the Choose to Change Foundation to learn about better habits.
Young adults have easy access to alcohol and drugs. 21.2 million people living in America have abused drugs or alcohol. By 2018, only 11% got the help they needed. In that same year, 265 deaths occurred in McAllen, Texas, because of a drug called opioid. Many people use drugs to relieve stress because of a certain event that occurred, which currently is COVID-19. The year 2020, Americans either started or continued to abuse drugs by the month of June. Locally, 50% of students have abused prescription drugs within 3 years, which was 2019 to 2021, according to Rehab Now. In summary, alcohol and drugs are a significant problem both at national and local level due to stress factors and influence from family.
The second part of the problem is that alcohol and drug abuse affect families or is triggered by family issues surrounding individuals. Furthermore, the findings of the study show that environmental factors have the greatest effect on the tendency for drug use, 38%, followed by family factors, 28.5%, personal factors, 22.2%, and social factors, 11.1%. After noting the family aspect is the second largest percentage, Jurek states there are a few family factors which had an impact on drug use. These are parental absence, discipline, scapegoating, which is the child is blamed or shamed for all the issues that arise, hypocritical morality, the motivation to appear moral while acting in one's self-interest, parent-child communication gap, parental divorce, mother-father conflicts, family breakup, and the use of psychological crutches, characterized as anything that serves a temporary and often inappropriate substitute to cope with stress. However, not only does it trigger drug abuse because of family, but at times family itself is impacted as well. Research suggests relatives can become more guarded if a relative abusing illicit substances acts with aggression or hides the disorder in secrecy. Marriages can end due to changes caused by addiction. communications become more difficult, highlighting frustration. It is evident that alcohol and drug abuse can be caused by family problems and affect those around. A solution is key.
The solution I propose to help people with addiction is to provide them with the proper necessities and support. This solution will work because websites such as Choose to Change have shown improved people's lives. Internet websites and prevention programs that have shown to help prevent alcohol and drug abuse. According to Ms. Martinez, a professor in the field of social work, young adults that seek treatment and professional help have a greater chance to end their addiction. There have also been statistics that have shown the rate of Americans that receive treatment and have seen increased at 13%. Also at a nationwide level decrease of opioids at 16% annually. Through finding nonprofits that help with addiction, we were able to look for help in the right places for our family to heal and improve.
In conclusion, alcohol and drug abuse is a problem among young adults because of family factors. They are not being given the proper resources or opportunities to improve. I'd like for you to keep in mind my proposed solution of giving them the necessities they need instead of blaming them. So visit the Choose to Change website and learn more about how we can help people recover. The Choose to Change Foundation is a solution to addiction because they help adults that are fresh out of prison obtain jobs and a stable lifestyle, give them therapy and advice, and generally improve the life of anyone that chooses to change and take back control of their lives. Something to consider as quoted by Carl Bragg, no one can go back and make a brand new start. Anyone can start from now and make a brand new ending. Now let's take away the judgment and hate and let us help people recover for good.